Hi, my name's Carolyn Weaver from Body and Soul Companion. Welcome to the Spiritual Exercises of Ignatius, week 19. And I title this week, Baptism and Belovedness. We took a little break from Jesus' life. We were with his birth, his growing up years, and then we took a break to look at the two standards, the standard of Jesus and the standard of the enemy. And then we looked at the three kinds of people, kind of making sure we're more interiorly free. I love those two contemplations. And now we're back to the life of Jesus. And pretty much from now until the resurrection, well, we're just going to keep on going. There's some contemplations, like there's one called the Contemplation to Attain the Love of God. It was just really lovely. So we're going to look at Jesus's life from what we're going to look at from his baptism to his resurrection, death and resurrection. So that'll take us, we are in the second week or second part of the spiritual exercises, and we're halfway through the second part. The second part is 16 weeks, and we're 8 weeks in. We just finished our 8th week, and so now we're on, that was 18, and now we're on 19. So this first contemplation is kind of just Jesus's journey to the river. And so I actually, today it's not going to rain, so I am going to take a walk to the river. But I'll just walk you through this contemplation. It's not in the Bible, but he had to journey to the river for the baptism. So it's just imagining what that would have been like for Jesus and for his family. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Focusing your attention on God. Recollecting yourself, pulling away from the distractions that you came in with. There might be a person or situation, a drama in your life, anything that's you have going on today. God knows your day. Just to give your day and your dramas over to God. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. And now continuing to focus your gaze on God. Get in a comfortable position. If you have any tension that's built up in your body, give loving attention to your body right now. Maybe a body scan. Your feet relaxing. Your legs. Your seat in the chair, getting comfortable. Your lower back, often where there's pain and tension. Just relax. And then up your back to your mid back and upper back. Then up your front, your abdomen and chest and ribs. Paying attention to your breath the whole time. Your shoulders and neck. Relaxing into your chair, putting your hands and arms in a comfortable position. And then again, fixing your gaze on God who's looking upon you with love. He is so glad you're here to journey with Jesus. Receive his loving gaze. Lord, I pray that more of our day would be directed to your service and praise. And we seek the grace to see Jesus go toward his destiny as God's beloved, as your beloved Son. And Lord, would you let the truth of our belovedness be enfleshed in everything we think, say, and do. So this event is the journey from Nazareth to the River Jordan. It's spiritual exercise number 158. And it's not in scripture, but it had to have happened. So try to imagine Jesus in his home at around the age of 30. So look around, stand at the doorway of his home and look around you to the town of Nazareth. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? And turn around and go into Jesus' home and imagine what you see around you. He was a carpenter. Maybe you smell wood that's been freshly cut. Maybe you smell the food that Mary has prepared, the meal that she's prepared for Jesus before he's leaving on his journey to the River Jordan. Joseph, his father, is not mentioned after Jesus went to the temple, so maybe we can assume that Mary is a widow and that Jesus obviously is the oldest child and leaving his widowed mother. Imagine him in his last meal with his mom. How would she have felt? We know that she had treasured and pondered in her heart, the things she witnessed in Jesus' life. We know that she observed Jesus increase in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and men. Try to put yourself in Mary's shoes. What would she have been feeling? then imagine his leave taking to go to his destiny. And apply all your senses to his leaves taking. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you touch? Imagine the things he puts in his bag. And touching those things and putting them in a bag. And then imagine him leaving. What would those final minutes with his mother, what would they have been like? You might want to imagine what it was like for you to leave home. And leave the nest, so to speak. And then imagine him walking through Nazareth and out of the city on the road to the River Jordan. And then the questions for meditation, for your conversation with God, is what is God calling me to do? And you might want to take a long walk to do this. Just carry the questions if you can't remember. I suggest taking a long walk to contemplate Jesus' journey and also your journey. There's a river that I'll walk to. It's not 81 miles like it was for Jesus. He walked from Nazareth to the River Jordan. And I walked 71 miles starting a year ago in 3 days. I started my journey on the Camino de Santiago, and it was 71 miles. It took 5 days for me to do that, and this is 81 miles. It's probably at least 6 days, maybe less. But just imagine him, Jesus, spending the night maybe out in the country with a fire. So just try to really understand that long journey and then your long journey of your life. What is God calling me to do? What things will I have to leave behind? Is God calling me into a new territory where I must leave the familiar for an unfamiliar place? So I'll say those again and I'll put them in the description of the YouTube. What is God calling me to do? What things will I have to leave behind? Is God calling me into a new territory where I must leave the familiar for an unfamiliar place? So enjoy your journey. I'm not going to do our silent prayer time, but you might want to start with that and then maybe go for a walk. And then take your candle if you're not going to go for a walk and go to another place and talk to God about those questions. Be blessed.